Welcome. In this video, we learn how to use the if function, if and combination function, and if or combination functions. So here we have a data of a few students about their scores in math, English, and science. Here is the average of all the scores for the students, and we want to find out if they have passed using if function, if they have honors using the if and combination functions, and if they are eligible for retest using if or functions. With further no ado, let's start. So first we want to see if the students are passed, and the criteria was for this if they have an average greater than or equal 60. So we know the logic now. So type if and select the average of each student in three subjects. It should be greater than or equal 60. If it is met, then the student is passed. Type passed, close the quotation. If not, then the student status is failed. Close the quotation, close the bracket, and press enter. So you can see that this student has passed since the average score is greater than 60. So drag it down. We will have all the formulas filling up the cells for all the other students. Now we want to know if the student has honors. For having an honors, you can see that each student must have a score of greater than or equal 85 in each of the subjects. That means all the subjects must be scored greater than 85 or equal 85. So in this regard, we want to use the if and combination. The and function specifically does is that a and function gives a true outcome if all the criterias are met. You can give multiple criterias or conditions in an and function. So let's type and. We'll give and. So the criteria was the student must score 85, greater than 85 or equal 85 in each subjects, and our first criteria for is math. Type 85, and then our second logic is also the English must be scored greater than or equal 85, and for the science the same, greater than or equal 85. So if all these conditions are met, then we want the student to have the honors. Close the quotation. And if all the conditions are not met, then we want to see the student having no honors. Close the quotation and close the bracket. So here we want to close the bracket as here as well. This bracket was for the and function, and the final bracket was for the if function. Press enter so that we can see John has no honors since he has less than 85 in English, but the others are met. But since he has not met the condition in English, he has no honors. We know that in and function only gives the true value if all the conditions are met. After dragging it down, we have done this formula of combination for all the students as well. So now we want to see if the student is eligible for the retest. In order to see it, the condition is if all the subjects, if any of the subjects is less than or equal 50. So in order to be eligible for a retest, if any of the subjects is less than or equal 50, then that student is have the right to take a retest. So in this regard, not all the conditions now need to be met. If any of the condition is met, then the outcome will be the positive one, the true. So let's begin. Type if and then type or function. So if any of the subjects, all the three, less than or equal 50, we will give it one by one. First for the math, second less than or equal for the English, and finally for the science less than or equal 50. Close the bracket here for the or function. Then if any of the subjects is less than or equal 50, we want to see yes, the student is eligible for retest, and if not any of the sub criteria are filled, we want to see no. Quotation, no. Close the quotation, close the bracket, press enter and drag it down. So here you can we can see that John is not eligible for retest since any of the subjects is not below 50 or equal 50. So this is how we can do the if function, if and combination, and if for combination of functions. I hope you learned something new in this video, and hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel, and we'll be meeting again. Thank you.